picked up some new equipment the other day in the form of a jointer and a dust collector, and they're both great machines. They run fine, but the problem with the jointer is that the bed isn't long enough. We get 22 1/4, and that really doesn't give us a lot of capability, so we need to make the bed longer. Now the purpose of the jointer bed, of course, is that it's flat. So whatever we use to extend it needs to be flat as well. A piece of wood is not going to work for that very well, for the same reason that we have a jointer in the first place, which is that wood does not stay flat. So what we've used here is a piece of black granite that you can see on the right. It's long and thin. It also happens to be about 6 inches wide, which is how I sort of originally got the idea to use it for this extension. And it's from a CMM machine, which I will put a picture in here. And this piece of granite is from the gantry sort of contraption, which is on the top. We put a piece of MDF on this surface to make it smooth since there's holes for mounting. And we've mounted it only on the ends. It sits independent of that wooden frame there. Now, why have we gone to the trouble of making it independent of the wood frame? It's so that we can adjust it to keep it in the same plane as the existing jointer bed. So we've got here a 3-point system to create a tripod. There's an adjustment screw in here, one over there. There's also one down at the other end. That gives us 2 in the front to do side to side, or up and down if you do them in unison, and then one in the back to bring it into alignment. These adjustment screws that I've mentioned look like this. They're made by GRK, and they have 2 parts. The top rotates independent of the bottom. You put them in with a special driver like this, which engages in the center. There we go. It engages in the center and on the outside at first, so it drives both of them in. Then you yank this outer part, and it engages only the center. And that way you can put this into here with a hand driver and adjust this up or down as you need to without having to fiddle with shims or anything else like that. This part ended up looking a little more complicated than it actually is. This piece here just cradles 2 mounting pins which were already on the granite, and we made it lower and then we made it higher because the pins were going to hit this part, and then we added this since everything wasn't going to fit, but everything lines up now. This piece here, what it does is it just, and these little old business card shims, just keeps this main part of the jointer from flexing down. It's a jointer on a mobile base. It has some flexibility, and that keeps everything in alignment. Now that of course means that this height needs to stay the same in order to stay in alignment with this, since this is sitting on the floor. If I crank this down to joint 3/16 off, it's not going to line up. So I just marked on here that it's set at a 32nd. Explanations are good fun, but let's cut some wood with it. No light whatsoever. Obviously, with a piece this size, you're pretty well out of luck on a jointer this size before. I'm 6'4", so this is about a 5-foot piece, and you don't have a lot of options. Thanks for watching.